Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Nurse Shar. I am back with another video. So I just wanted to pretty much share my experience because I'm kind of disappointed. So I'll give you a little intro. I'm originally from Georgia. And so for me, when I came to the Midwest, it was mainly, hey, let me get my nursing degree and then let me go back home because it's cold here, right? So that has always been my plan. So I became a nurse, started working as a nurse and everything. Everything was fine. So I said, okay, you know what, it's about time for me to go back to Georgia. So what I did was I applied online and then I scheduled about 4 to 5 interviews. So I took vacation. It was about 3 or so days, and I said, okay, I'm going to do nothing but interview, look at apartments, blah, blah, blah. So I will say this. It was tragic. It was tragic. It was tragic. Let me tell you why. So I scheduled, again, 4 to 5 interviews. So all of my interviews went well. Even on one of them, I got a job offer right away, printed up, and so I was going to use that to get an apartment. The one issue is the pay. So I went to one interview. I think it was my first interview. And so I asked what was the pay rate and was pretty much told that it was $20 an hour. Okay. I went to another interview. It was like $18 or $19 an hour. So I went to another interview. And that one pretty much was in the low 20s as well. And then I ended up negotiating up to 23. And I just told, the DON directly, I said, look, I'll be honest. The minimum I'll be able to take is about 25, And so what she said to me out of her own mouth was, this is Georgia. RNs start off at 24 an hour, so we can't pay you that amount of money. Now, I guess for some people, they're like, okay, well, what's the issue? What's the problem? My problem is I currently live in the Midwest. I have been nursing in the Midwest. So for me, I'm used to being paid anywhere between maybe 26 on up to be, to work as an LPN. I am an LPN. So I'm used to like 26 on up, and even for one situation, and I mainly work agency, but even typical pay is still high 20s for LPN in the Midwest. So I even worked agency one time and was receiving like $40-some an hour while I worked a couple shifts. So for me, when I go to an interview and I hear that LPNs, nurses are making $18, $19, $20 an hour, for me, that is an issue. We work so hard to get through nursing school. We pass boards. And even working as a nurse, we work our butt off. So for me to hear that we were, not we, but whoever, working in Georgia, as an LPN was receiving that pay, it was very disappointing. I was really hurt by that. I wanted to just grab all the LPNs and was like, let's get out of here. Don't do this. But, whatever. I guess that's the norm there for the pay. So that was an issue for me. So some people will say, well, maybe the cost of living is lower. But I definitely, like I said, I'm from Georgia. So I know the cost of living is not lower unless you just want to live in a very uncomfortable neighborhood. And if you want to live in a decent neighborhood, you're going to pay between $1,000 and $1,200, a month for a decent apartment. So if you do the math, if you're making $18, $19 an hour, maybe $20 an hour, and your rent is $1,000, $1,200, a month, not saying you can't afford it, but how do you live that way? You still have other bills and stuff. So for me, it just didn't add up. It just didn't add up for me. So out of all those interviews, I think I got like on the spot offers for like 3 of them and pretty much had to turn them down. It sucks because it's really cold here in the Midwest. But I mean, when you weigh your options, it's like, okay, I worked really hard to get through nursing school. I worked hard as a nurse. There's no way I'm going to sit around and accept, a certain amount of pay, especially because we're doing the same work. So for the same work, you're getting paid that amount while others are getting paid more. So you just really got to know your worth and not really accept so low of a pay. For me, I just said, nope, this is not going to happen. I cannot do it. And again, I do know every situation is a little bit different. I guarantee if I worked agency down there, I will definitely be able to, live comfortable. But again, no one wants to always work agency. No one wants to always travel just to make money. Some people want to go to a job where they work, 3 to 5 shifts a week and able to pay their bills that way instead of working so many shifts just to be able to make ends meet and, enjoy life. So for me, it's definitely a no for nursing in Georgia. Not as an LPN, and I mean, based on what they're telling me, the RNs start off at 24 an hour. I think it's a no for me for RN as well. I mean, everybody's situation is different, everybody's experience is different, but it just doesn't work for me. So I just wanted to do a quick rant and talk to you guys about this because, again, I am so disappointed. I'm so hurt because I want to go back home to Georgia, but for that pay rate, I cannot do it. And if you can, kudos to you. But for me, I just couldn't do it. So thanks for listening to my rant. Thanks for watching, the videos on my channel. I definitely appreciate it. I just want to, make videos for people, like real nursing videos, not, the ones where it's all happy and dandy. It's like, this is the real nursing, what people really need to see when they're in nursing school. When they're in nursing school and striving to be a nurse, when you work so hard, don't, lowball yourself. Don't let anybody else lowball you. Know your worth. You work really hard for it. So again, thanks for watching my channel. Thanks for watching my video. If you like the video, thumbs up so I will know, to keep making videos to tell you guys of my experience as I go through my nursing journey. I'm also going to start RN school really soon. You will see how that goes. But again, thanks for watching my channel.